A number of people have asked how difficult would it be to convert an existing solution to use the Nautilus FM framework. Obviously, it depends on how complex or large the current solution is, but in general terms, I would say that it is to be avoided, as the amount of work necessary would be significant. Having said that, however, there is one scenario where it would make sense, and that is if the intention is to rewrite the application from scratch, using the current version as a roadmap to the required functionality. All developers know that over time, elements of every FileMaker solution cease to be used. Removing those elements is often risky, as in doing so, other key elements, scripts, etc., may stop working properly. In order to avoid that, they are generally left alone, cluttering up the relationship graph and leaving lots of unused scripts and layouts. Rewriting a solution from the ground up allows for those elements to be discarded, since the developer is, initially, only looking at what functionality is currently being used. The other advantage of a complete rewrite is that old outdated methodologies, workarounds, and, sometimes kludges, get eliminated or recreated using current techniques, many of which didn't exist when the solution was first created. Thus a new solution is likely to run significantly faster and much more efficiently. A lot of people who have old legacy solutions, and by that I mean those that were developed more than 3 FileMaker versions back, and have finally decided they need to modernize, convince themselves, or are convinced, that all they need to do is upgrade to a current version. On a scale of 1 to 10 for bad ideas, this is a doozy, because all you will end up with is a solution that looks modern but works the way it has always done. Think of the solution as a Model T Ford. It will get you where you're going but not fast or excitingly. What you want is a Ferrari. What you will end up with is something that might look like a Ferrari but it will still drive like a Model T Ford. In other words, there is no point in the exercise. It's kind of like buying a boat, often referred to as a hole in the water into which you pour money. This is a perfect time and opportunity to use the Nautilus FM framework. If you are considering doing this, I strongly recommend that you set up a call with Michael to discuss the project. He will be able to cast an expert eye over your solution, and give you a good idea of what it will take to rewrite it. He'll also be happy to consult and help whoever you hire to do the job. Now, before you get depressed, the good news is that you can get your Ferrari for about the same amount of money it would take to convert the Model T. Bear in mind that lots of things will break when you upgrade from a very old version. Fixing them can take longer than building a completely new solution from scratch, and that's where using Nautilus FM comes in. Go on. Drive a Ferrari.